service shot.
That's crazy. That shot. Is that what people kept memeing around on Discord and Twitter? Yo, what up, friends? It's your boy Lester, and guys, today we are checking out the perfect anime for degenerates, bro. I keep getting recommended this stuff, but I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Let's just get it going.
What if I told you an anime scenes like this?
What the, bro? We just started the video. We just started. Okay. Yo, what is going?
Intense battles, fluid animation,
it better
characters, and king in fantasy anime form.
Yes, it better.
Men of culture, let me present to you Let This Grieving Soul.
Let This Grieving Soul retire.
The anime about treasure hunters and guilds all conquering dungeons to become the strongest there is. But the premise is so much more than just being a degenerate.
Bro, because I'm just gonna say, no isekai can survive on fan service alone. You just can't.
So much more than claiming treasures. It's an anime with characters that mirror some of the best archetypes in
like
anime.
Usopp, no way.
In my opinion, creates one of the most fun and degenerate anime of the season.
Fun and
guess what? It's an isekai.
Oh, yo, let me fuck up.
Without the rebirth.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Isn't that just fantasy? Yes, the fantasy genre that has been blowing up with the likes of Frieren, Dungeon Meshi, and that one manga.
Yeah, like Frieren, Dungeon Meshi.
Talked about this genre.
Atelier of the Witch Axe.
Authors in Japan have realized that they can make their batshit insane, damn near hentai premises with pseudo harem, and just label it under the guise of being a fantasy anime, which led to the genre becoming one of the most fun and goated genres there is.
Yeah,
yes,
I agree.
This Grieving Soul Retire may seem to be empty and something to satisfy lonely anime fans as they seep in the fact.
No, yep, 100%.
We have actual characters, actual animation, and guess what, isekai fans?
What's up?
Guess what?
What?
We have actual world building and story.
No way. No way. It can't be real. I want to live.
We get into our savior. So our story starts off with a bunch of people waiting in queue to audition for the strongest guild in the world, the Grieving Souls. And based off the presentation and vibe around the guild, you get the feeling that there is actual proper power scaling in this universe, with there being a whole leveling system as well as class archetypes. And during this expedition dump, we see this shrouded figure, and you know it, I know it. A hooded anime guy dressed in all black is waiting in line for auditions for the strongest guild in the world.
Exactly.
While trying to keep on that mysterious vibe. Oh, who could he be?
The main character, the MC.
1, 2, 3.
Bro.
He's the group leader.
Yeah.
And guess what,
bro,
guys?
the group leader is the MC.
He's not.
What?
Not the group leader.
What do you mean?
He is the group leader.
Bro, he's wearing a robe. He has black hair, dresses in all black, trying to stay mysterious, trying to have mysterious aura. Of course you're the main character. It's literally the equivalent of the dude in the anime who always sits in the back of the classroom on the right next to the window. We all know you're the MC, bro.
But there's more to it than that. Besides the fact that this reveal led to one of the fan service shots.
That's crazy. That shot, is that what people kept memeing around on Discord and Twitter? The girl like this?
Guys, this is nothing. Like, you have not seen a single...
Bro, what is going on?
You immediately start to realize that this anime is different from other fan service anime of the kind. It's because of the characters. You see, many times in these goofy anime, the characters have the depth of a dried leaf on a cool, crisp fall morning. What the fuck does that even mean? But for the most part, characters are there to serve literally one purpose, to either be cool or to be flashy, and to help what is a fan servicey story push a narrative that allows them to do what they gotta do.
100%.
Get those lonely and sad anime fans what they desire. And I hope that isn't any of y'all, right?
We all know it's a majority.
Right? So most characters in anime like this have not been through the thick of it, but here these guys have gone from the forest to the streets to the guild. That's a reward, so let them succeed. Sorry, that was my attempt to sing Thick of It. Leave a like and subscribe so I don't have to sing for views. Let's get on with the character introduction.
Alright, let's see it.
We have Cray Antry, the unwilling, lazy, degenerate, weak leader of the Grieving Souls.
Of course. And I guess he's OP as hell.
The entertaining side character like Zenitsu, King, and Usopp. Characters that are so useless, but for some reason people believe in them to be strong and they become fan favorites. Now imagine that as the main character of the series. The absolute havoc that can arise. Imagine if Usopp had to face Kaido or Leorio.
That is the craziest scenario. Well, basically, imagine if Usopp had to face Kaido. That's how we were leading with this. Alright.
Here, when they use it, it's about as fun as you can imagine. And of course, all the characters like this have some form of gimmick, like Zenitsu closing his eyes and becoming super strong. Cray, he got a whole laundry list of gimmicks.
Here we go.
He says turns out
Future Sight.
Check. him not knowing what he's doing and
Super
everyone
genius.
he's testing them. Check.
Okay.
Things happen to work out in his
Great
favor
equals.
to make him look strong.
Cray Solo's Goku my ass, bro. What the hell?
More than anything, every female character in the series worshipping him like he is the reincarnation of Achilles himself. Check, check, check. And
there's no reason why.
They nailed the execution of this. Yeah. Humor, plot development, and low-key emotional
I bet you they
moments.
don't.
But to just give you a vibe of what type of guy he is, when it came time for the tryouts to actually decide how they're going to go about doing this, they looked for him for guidance to see how to determine who the most promising candidate is. And we all know how these anime work. But if you're not a seasoned trashy anime watcher, how do you think they're going to go about it? Do you think there's going to be an intense tournament? Do you think there's going to be a complicated test to show off your skills?
Yes.
Well, if you think these logical and smart methods of evaluation are going to be used, you're just showing how green you really are.
What?
Degenerate anime life. Because this dude Cray, who is the leader of the strongest...
Bro, don't get mad at me because I mostly watch shonen. This is crazy.
This is the most powerful guild in the world. Decided to pick the new member by throwing off his ring into the crowd and saying whoever gets it gets to join.
What kind of stupid are you?
Right in the WWE is going on here. This is like that shit they do with the briefcase. Character jumping on top of another. Fans are thrown, emotions are shown, and most of all, the fan servicey character won. That leads to the introduction of probably the best character in the series, Tino. At first glance, in the introduction, it may seem like she's a hot-headed side character that works super hard to impress our main character, and that seems to be the only thing about her at first. And I know these type of characters are loved by Twitter for all their edits and fan art.
Yeah.
We'll call it fan art. And they also can be hated by some tourists for making anime feel a bit weird and childish. And while both opinions are fair, depending on your preference, that doesn't apply here.
Wait, go back. Let me see that meme.
Well, both opinions are fair, depending on
discussing anime. Yeah, people fight. Discussing hentai. It's like a damn corporate meeting. That's hilarious.
Preference that doesn't apply here because Tino is a lot of cuts above the rest, and we'll find out she is not only one of the best leaders in the world, and she's one of those characters that really shows off how emotional this series is going to get.
All right, cool. I'm with it.
Unreal expectations. Yes, all of you with Tiger parents, we have an anime girl for you to self-insert into, so you no longer need to watch redo of Healer to pivot your anger.
Crazy.
You have actual representation. But before we get there, we need to understand how she gets put in these challenging situations. All right. It all starts with this dude. And oh my goodness.
I'm just saying though, she looks like mad fan service bait. Like literally, I get it. She could be a character who has a lot of layers and depth, and that's cool. But at first glance, we all know that's what she generally looks like.
No idea just how much of a character Cray actually is. All throughout life, whether it be school, marching band, we've all had different types of leaders, from the helicopter micromanager to the insecure push.
All his memes kill me.
Insufferable and terrible nepo boss. And here we have one of the most infuriatingly fun, awesome, and confusing types of leader. The dumbass leader who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
I see.
It's absolutely hilarious how they use him to set up moments in the story. But before I break that down, I need to explain how the dungeons and missions work in this world.
Okay,
so
please
much like
do.
any dungeon, you have monsters and treasures in them, and it's pretty simple. And that alone can lead to a pretty wide variety of missions.
For sure.
Out dungeons to investigating criminal activity, and much like missions in Naruto JJK, they all have a leveling system ranging in difficulty. And our bozo leader here is the one who assigns the missions, and this dumbass sees the strength level of Tino and her friends over here and is like, yup, they're really jumping each other right now. They're really throwing hands. They're really boxing right now. They seem a lot stronger than me. And he decides to send them off on a mission thinking it was a level 1, and then after he sends them off, he realizes that it's of a much higher level. This idiot essentially sends
he basically sends them to go die. Yeah, this guy's a full box.
Guilty. So he hauls ass to go help them, and I know you gotta be thinking, this dude is about to
how is he gonna help them?
You know, go to help and be completely useless. Go to help and start crying. Go to help and realize that the skills he learns at McDonald's don't carry over to the real world. But you see, Cray's strength isn't as straightforward as I made it appear, and this is gonna sound a bit confusing and convoluted. But you remember when I said it was like Usopp? Well, in this world, there are tools called ruins. There's a super wide range.
Is that why he has all the rings?
They have from healing to shields to offensive capabilities to even portable chocolate. And Cray is a master ruin user, and although most of the ruins he uses are, let's just say, interesting, he does have some use. So he had to take some time to learn how to use his magic jetpack in order to get to them and try and help out. But he wasn't able to intercept the team in time before they entered the dungeon. And this is where Tino and the other characters' depth really shine.
This is gonna be so insane.
The team throughout the dungeon, they realize pretty quickly they are well out of their depth, but she chooses not to turn around, and this is a huge
so she's cooler than him.
Because Tino struggles a lot living up to expectations, and I'll still expand on this more later on, but the anime made a serious point of Tino choosing to make this team work and get the task at hand done to show that she's a character that wants to become reliable.
I respect it. I respect it. I really do. Because she's not just trying to be like fan service bait. She's actually trying to become a character that can be seen as reliable. Like, yeah, I respect it, bro.
Validation from Cray as well as the other grieving souls. We see her coordinate the team to defeat monsters in the dungeon in what were immaculate fight scenes. And let's be honest, guys, a lot of these anime tend to have super uber lazy fight scenes.
Yep.
You know, when they just cut around a lot and the fights barely have any depth to them, and it's just like, here, guys, we're a cool anime. We have fights, and the scenes end up looking like Blue Lock Season 2.
Oh man, not again.
That wasn't funny. I know you Blue Lock fans are having a hard time right now.
Yo, that was not funny. But yo, the Blue Lock struggle was real.
Show educated and coordinated attacks, with the stronger characters focusing on being a distraction, while the agile ones are moving forward and delivering precise blows. It's like watching early battle shonen, where fight scenes were just blobs of color, but use precise tactics. And I know a lot of fans are sitting there like, who cares if it just looks cool? That's good enough for me. And to an extent, you have a point, but I feel like that's valid reason for an anime made by bigger studios to have the means to just wow you with spectacle and effects. But for smaller studios like this one, 0G, they haven't worked on many big projects at all and don't have the same resources. So I feel like the
for sure,
animation and production across the board deserves at least a little bit of praise. But moving down this,
bro, I'm just saying, if I was a newbie animation studio, I'm not taking on the Shonen Battle series right away. I'm diving straight into like the romance shit. Like, I'm not doing anything crazy animation heavy.
Scary dungeon. They encountered the dungeon boss, and anyone who has played types of games like MMOs and you sucked your time into it, forgot what time, day, or year it was, as you and your mates gear up for a raid, you who have done this. You who have done the work. You who are a king without a
mess.
Know how much
a king without crown.
Jump in power. The
Boston story mode, Boston dungeon raid
to the rest of the dungeon, and this is no different here. They work to max capacity, using all their tactics to try and defeat the boss, only to get nowhere. They're swarmed and overrun, and this is where Kino's defining moment happens, where she decides she wants to sacrifice herself for the
no
team.
Way.
I know this.
No, she was literally as he's describing it. Okay, that's a crazy way to stop it. But literally as she's describing it, she's been growing on me as a character.
Moments, but we have spent a lot of time with these characters at this point. To see Kino, who was trying her best to stand out and be a leader, decide she was going to carry the burden and sacrifice herself for her team, shows right away that anime knows exactly when to be serious and when to be goofy. Like resolving the issue by having Cray blasting like an idiot. He's spamming his ruins as he's wondering how he got into this situation. They all
does he even know how to use them?
Legend, like it's going just how he drew it up, and he's faking it till he makes it. And using humor to resolve serious situations can sometimes rub people the wrong way. I think we've all watched an anime where shit was getting really, really serious, and out of nowhere they released the tension through a gag, and it's just
was so annoying with Fire Force. I'm just saying, please, we don't want it. We don't want it. I'm just saying, I don't want any more fan service in Fire Force. Let it be bad at, like, yo, it was annoying. It was annoying.
So good. Can we allow our shonen anime to be serious?
Exactly.
Here it felt like it worked because we already saw Tino willing to sacrifice herself for her comrades, and they also aren't out of the woods yet. They try and find their way through the tunnel, and this is where we get introduced to one of the wildest characters anime has seen in a while in Liz. Now, Liz seems nice, right? The type of girl that will listen to your feelings, help you feel accepted, and make you put the Jordan Peterson reels down and just enjoy life. But as an unwise man once said, looks can be deceiving.
Oh
Liz
boy,
is
why?
Literally the most batshit insane anime character in the entirety of anime. The type that would make Aizen run away. The type that would make Kaido realize he has no enemies. The type that would kill Deku. Okay, that's literally every anime character.
Alright.
Liz is
what's the Deku hate?
She's yelling and screaming, and when she's mad, she is mad.
Oh boy.
When she's soft, it's like, ooh, take me on a date. But Liz here is known as the Stifled Shadow and one of the strongest characters in the world, and was a part of the original Grieving Souls. And we'll talk about more later, because trust me, the lore goes deep. But Liz goes beyond just being strong, beyond just being crazy, because she is also the mentor to Tino. And I'm sure, as you can tell, Tino is a little timid, a little shy. Liz is the loudest character you can find. But is she soft? Is she kind to Tino? No. She climbs at every single corner, making her cry time and time again. And not only does she make her cry, she beats the shit out of her in training, mocking her for being weak, mocking her for being lesser.
Damn.
It's gonna turn into one of the classic anime tropes, where it's like Liz cares for Tino more than anything in the world and wants to make her strong in some Itachi shit. But honestly, I doubt it. But with all that being said, wants to make her strong in some Itachi shit.
He actually doesn't know I'm actually over here. Bro, if you can see this joint, you can see Itachi over here holding a drink while Sasuke's fighting.
Shit, but honestly, I doubt it. But with all that being said, Liz seems to be one of the coolest characters in the series. Because of the way they show off her dynamic emotions as well as her abilities, it makes you go, damn. her serious scenes are going to go insane.
Yeah.
Moving past the dungeon, we get into the deeper plot of the anime. And basically, it seems like the Akatsuki of this world are plotting something to take over the city, and it's going to be a push and pull of Cray accidentally leading the grieving souls to defeat them time and time again. Where everyone thinks Cray knows something the others don't, when in reality,
but he's just fluking it.
Airhead. One of the primary examples of this was a situation where Cray loses something. It was like a slime or some shit like that, and it was a monster, and he doesn't know where it is. So while he's searching for it, he realizes he wants to go try the new ice cream shop in town, because why not? He needs that chocolate chip. And while doing that, he stumbles upon the base of the Akatsuki that were using the ice cream shop in the O block of this universe as a front of their operations. And stuff like this happens a lot, but the humor of the anime,
so he's been fluking his way to success.
As well as the serious moments that it rides away so well, it doesn't feel like a cop-out or plot devicey as some of the other small anime, you know, like every isekai ever.
Literally every isekai. Literally.
Another member of the Grieving Souls in Citri, who's the chemist specialist character of the group. And
they're all women, but
it's hard to get too much of a read on her character, but based off the promo materials and the little we did get, I believe her to be that archetype that is super nice and obsessed with Cray, but beyond cruel to those that oppose her. And even
she's one of those.
But to be honest, that's just a guess. But those character archetypes, man, they are always scary. And we do get some info on all the Grieving Souls, because the entire anime is flashing back to the original rise of the Grieving Souls, making parallels between the past and the present, which added a level of world building, because we can see the Grieving Souls weren't all originally monsters. We can see other personalities have doubled and tripled down over time, and I'm sure we're going to get some goofy introductions through these flashbacks at some point. But beyond just being cool, this anime has the vibe of the early 2000s in terms of storytelling and many artistic choices, from the opening and narration to the story taking more of a focus to side characters.
Alright, bro, you know what? Bro's selling me on this anime. I'm gonna actually go check this out. I'm legit gonna go check this series out. You sold me on it.
I know this is gonna sound insane, and I know people are gonna go crazy over this comparison.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like a more fun and satirical Hunter x Hunter. Calm down.
Okay, no. You was right to say calm down immediately. The second you said it feels more like a fun Hunter x Hunter, bro, no, it's not. First of all, I'm biased. It is an isekai, bro. Like, let's be serious.
Hunter is my goat, but it has the same sense of adventure and depth as the Grieving Souls.
Okay, I'll say that.
The character can be strong, and the story has enough creativity to go anywhere. We could have enemy organization arcs. We could have tournament arcs. It has adventures. It has treasures. All
right, cool. It has depth. Got it.
They're all engaging, and the characterization within the cast and the world helps the series so much and be a super fun experience. So if you enjoyed this video, why don't you check out this one?
Yeah. Oh, like I said again. I'm actually checking that one out next. Just not even out of recommendation, just out of like to keep it going. But yeah, guys, with that being said, this honestly, at face value, pretty degenerate. But the characters alone are probably what will save this whole series and pull people in to like keep watching it. But let me know your thoughts. Will you be checking out? Will you be checking this one out or not? Let me know in the comments. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later. All right, bro, I'm gone. See ya.